We have a deep dive for you today that, honestly, it reads like the blueprint for a financial heist that's been running for 4 decades.
It really does.
Our sources outline what's being called a professional services cartel in Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. We're talking about a network of lawyers, accountants, trustees, all working together.
And that's the key point. This isn't just a few isolated white-collar crimes. The evidence shows it's one network operating one scheme against multiple victims.
Right.
And for 40 years, they were targeting the most valuable assets you can imagine: generational fishing quota, Maori land, even medical trusts.
It's a massive betrayal of trust. And the planning, the sheer premeditation is terrifying. Let's just jump straight to the Jensen fishing quota theft.
Okay.
The sources show they fabricated an entire identity, Jens Ryder Jensen, back in 1987.
Yeah, and think about that. That's 4 years before the 1991 court case that even awarded the quota. They built the vehicle to steal the prize before the prize even existed.
It's that definition of premeditated theft.
Absolutely. And you see how the professionals position themselves to benefit directly. Take the lawyer, Lawrence William Willis. His firm wound up the original Jensen family company in 1988.
Okay.
Then, in what is just a glaring conflict of interest, Willis himself takes a 20% shareholder stake in the new company, Sea Ventures Limited, the very company that captures the quota.
So he was on both sides of the transaction. Unbelievable. Let's unpack the corporate camouflage they use.
It's a masterclass in confusion.
The accounting firm, led by David Blair Oldershaw, it used two different names, Oldershaw & Co. and Gardner Rini.
Right, to create the illusion of independence. It immediately makes the paper trail twice as hard to follow.
But the spelling trick is where it gets really clever, almost absurd.
Oh, this part is amazing. They would deliberately separate the good assets from the liabilities using a typo.
Yeah.
Ryder, R-Y-D-E-R, was for the companies with the clean assets.
And R.H. Wider.
R-H-Y-D-E-R, that was for the companies holding debt or the ones that were designed to fail. It's an intentional administrative maze.
Wow. Okay, so all these complex threads, they have to lead somewhere, right? They seem to converge at one point. Aquiline Holdings.
Exactly. Aquiline was a major nexus point. It collapsed in 2010, but what's really telling is the George Street connection.
The social network behind it.
The social network. You have the Aquiline founder, Jim Scott, and the lawyer, Judith Langley, a partner at Langley Twigg, living as next-door neighbors. This wasn't just business. It was a powerful local clique.
And Langley Twigg also controlled something called the Napier Independent Trustees Network, the NIT.
Yes, and this is crucial. It's a network of over 90 numbered shell companies. 90! All controlled by one law firm, but they acted as supposedly independent trustees for all sorts of trusts, including Maori trusts. It's centralized control disguised as diversity.
So is there proof of this kind of behavior, or is it just a complex web of connections?
Oh, it's documented. We have the 2016 conviction of lawyer Gerald McKay for stealing $1.5 million from client trust funds. He was part of this same professional network. It established a clear pattern.
And the scope goes even wider. There are links to gaming fraud and even a medical trust, right? The Princess Alexandra Medical Trust.
That's right. PAMT showed an unexplained $717,000 in other expenses in 2022. And guess who was administering the trust?
Oldershaw & Co.
The very same firm. So you see this systemic failure everywhere. The original Jensen case from 91 was kept unreported. That hid the legal blueprint for the theft from public view.
And that failure to act continues.
It seems so. A 1947 fraud involving Maori land still isn't resolved. There's been an 8-year delay on the correction application. It just points to a failure of all Crown bodies, the courts, the Law Society, everyone.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? The complexity we've been talking about, the 90 shell companies, the 2 firm names, the fake identity, that's a feature, not a bug. It was all designed to overwhelm everyone for decades.
And the consequence of that is now hitting home. The victims have filed a $305 million restorative claim against the Crown of New Zealand for failing to protect them from this cartel.
Which leaves you with a really challenging thought.
It does. What happens with the very systems designed to protect you, the lawyers, the courts, the accountants, are themselves the primary tools of the theft? And can you ever truly get accountability from the same institutions that let it happen for 40 years?